Good day, everyone. Today, we will be discussing the legal and ethical foundations of teaching profession in the Philippines. So our presentation will cover Presidential Decree 1006, the Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers, the Republic Act 4670 or the Magna Carta for Teachers, and Republic Act 7610, the Child Protection. So, for our learning competency, we have here demonstrate understanding on the Presidential Decree 1006, a legal or constitutional basis on the professionalization of teaching. Illustrate how teachers behave in given situations based on the Professional Code of Ethics and discuss the rights of teachers as provided for in the Magna Carta for Teachers and eternalize the basic laws on education and their implementation. So, professionalizing teaching in the Philippines. So the teaching profession is not just only a noble calling, but also one that carries an immense responsibility here in our nation and also in every nation. So to ensure quality education, protect the welfare of the educators, and safeguard the rights of the children, a framework of laws, regulations, and ethical standards has been established. So this framework provides guidance, sets expectations, and defines the legal and moral obligations of those entrusted with shaping our young minds. So in the Philippines, we have several key pieces of legislation and a professional code of conduct play pivotal roles in defining the landscape of education and the role of the teachers. So we will now delve into some of these laws, ethics, and welfare provisions that shape the teaching profession in the Philippines. So we will be discussing the Presidential Decree 1006, the Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers, the RA 4670, Magna Carta for Teachers, and the Republic Act 7610, Special Protection Against Child Abuse, Exploitation, and Discrimination, ensuring a comprehensive understanding of your rights and responsibilities as a. So let's begin first with Presidential Decree 1006. So this decree is issued on 1976, a cornerstone of the teaching profession in the Philippines. So we have here the Presidential Decree. This law is issued by the President during the martial law, and its primary purpose is to professionalize teaching in the Philippines, and its importance is to improve the education quality and enhance the teacher status. So we have here the key provisions of Presidential Decree 1006. So the National Board for Teachers oversees teacher professionalization and issues certificates. So the National Board of Teachers are the one who oversees the teacher if they are already if they are professional for this teaching job, and they are the one that is going to issue certificates if you as a teacher is kanang kuan mo din ha kanang you are professional in being a teacher, so they are the one who will issue as certificates. So professional teacher certificates required to practice teaching legally in the Philippines. So of course, before you will get the teacher certificate, you are required to have a practice teaching here in the Philippines. And also, the PD 1006 has a definition of teachers where teachers encompasses all individuals engaged in teaching roles. And also, teacher education policy. Teacher education should be of the highest quality, oriented to the needs of Filipino people. So, we can say that this policy is very crucial because we should always put in mind that the teachers must have the quality, the highest quality, because the teachers are the roots of all the professions we have in our country, just like a doctor, the nurse, the police, the lawyers. So teachers are the one that must have the highest quality so that the Filipino people will also have the quality education that we deserve. So the Presidential Decree 1006 took effect on January 1, 1977. So I have stated earlier that this PD law was issued during martial law, and it took effect on January 1, 1977. So what are the consequences of not adhering to the provisions of Presidential Decree 1006? So as I have stated earlier, the key provisions of PD 1006, of course, you must have the teacher certificate, and this requires that you are going to teach or practice teach legally here in the Philippines. So if you didn't adhere to the provisions of this, you will have these consequences. So practicing without a valid certificate after 3 years from decreased effectivity, fines and or imprisonment. So if you didn't adhere to this provision, you will be given fines, and worse than that is you will be imprisoned. And also, the PD 1006 also acknowledges the role of the foreign teachers, allowing registration by reciprocity for teachers from certain countries. So this ensures that there are qualified individuals regardless of their origin, of where they came from. Basta kay they can contribute to our educational system, and they have the quality to teach the young Filipino or the young minds here in the Philippines. So the enactment of PD 1006 is deeply rooted in the Constitution. So there are constitutional bases. So first we have is state supervision. So the PD 1006 aligns with the constitutional mandates on state supervision of educational institution. So by ensuring that only qualified individuals are allowed to teach. So this constitutional basis ensures that kung kinsa tong mga qualified nga individuals, they are the one who are allowed to teach in the Philippines. So, dili kay abi that you are a graduate of education or a teaching education, dili kay sa ingon nga you graduated in that field, you can already or maka-teach na ka dayon. So there are many bases or standards set so that you can teach or that you are qualified to teach an individual. So next we have is the educational institution. So states' right to supervise all schools. So states' right to supervise all schools. So today we have the DepEd or the Department of Education. So they are the one who will always supervise all schools and report it to the national. So if ever there are problems or concerns, challenges na nag-relate na nga naa ang school, then the states can help in overcoming that problems or circumstances. And also maintaining standards. So ensuring quality and upholding educational standards. So of course, the PD must aim to improve the quality of education because as I have said earlier nga, ang teachers, they are the one who molds young minds, and also they are the one who teach different professions. So they must ensure that the quality that they have is kanaganing nakaset siya sa standards, na siya standard nga gisunod, not just kanang mo teach ra ka because ni teach ra ka, but you need to teach because there, or you need to have the high quality so you will become an effective teacher. Kay dili sa tanang panahon, not all the teachers know this and know that. Kay if ever man gani we don't have the quality education, so there are many problems nga ang bata will not be able to makaread man or makarite, but the knowledge or the information that they will reciprocate will be kanaganing dili siya tumong ana nga kuan information, or some of the information are kanang missed, kanang dili na siya sayop, nay uban nga sayop, missed information. So that's the term, misinformation. So we should always maintain the standards for our educational quality. So next we have is the significance of PD 1006. So of course there are significance of this presidential decree. First we have is the qualified teachers. So this ensures only qualified individuals can teach. Of course, okay, if you are not qualified to teach, dili gud na siya dapat. Kay if ever man gani walay kanang dili quality ang ilahang giapas, bisag kinsa ra nga teacher ang makatudlo, bisag kinsa ra makatudlo, and not totally nga gatudlo siya nya sakto pud ang ihang gitudlo. We should have the quality or the qualified mangita gud tag mga individuals who are qualified to teach and to teach our young minds. So next we have teacher morale. Enhances teachers' morale and status. So kaning PD 1006, if you become the teacher or nag-teach na ka, so kung ikaw na ang teacher, of course ma-enhance nimo ang imong status, ang imong morale. Kay learning is continuous process. So as you have kanang ug magsige ra gyapon mo og tudlo, magsige pud mo og ka-learn, so you will enhance your status or morale. Regulated system supports a regulated education system, and quality education aims to improve the quality of education. So muni siya nga naay PD 1006 because they wanted to have a quality teachers, and with that quality teachers, ug naa natay quality or qualified teachers, our education will improve. So nanatay highest quality of education in the Philippines. So let's now move on to the Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers. So this is a vital document that guides teachers in upholding the values and principles of the profession. So we have here professionalism, upholding the standards of the teaching profession; integrity, maintaining honesty and moral principles in all actions; respect, showing consideration for students, colleagues, and the community; and dedication, committing to the growth and development of students. So the purpose of this Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers is to outline the ethical and moral principles that should guide teachers' conduct. So it is important that we teachers have these ethical and moral principles, just like being a professional. So in the field, especially that we have different kanang colleagues na natay makahalubilo na tag bisag kinsa ra nga mga individuals, so we must have or we must be professional. Dili kay abi kay ay kanang being a teacher na you should be professional, especially kay you have that quality standard. So meaning quality standard, so dapat professional ka when it comes to your work and also your integrity. So imong integridad, dapat ikaw mismo honest ka and you have these moral principles and also respect, because respect is one that shows that kanang ikaw as a professional teachers, you shows respect not just to yourself but also to your students, to your colleagues and the community, because this ensures that you will have a positive relationship with them, and also dedication, committing to the growth and development of students. So dedication, as a teachers, we should have dedication, or we should be dedicated of our work, because as a teachers, katong gihatag nga nako yung lesson nga na learned from my cooperating teachers, that she says nga sila sa una nagtudlo sila sa bukid, so meaning talagsa ra sila kauli, so sa usa ka semana makauli ra sila weekend dayong kanang the whole weekdays na ra sila sa bukid, and they have seen nga kanang ubang mga bata kay gikan pas mga pila pa ka bungtod kuno ang ilang gilakaw, kanang moagi pag mga sapa ing ana dayong mong maabot usahay ng mga bata nga late na kay layo kay lahang gilakwan, pero kay dedicated gihapon sila mo eskwela. So dapat kita as a teacher kay makita man nato nga ang ato ang mga bata dedicated man sila mo eskwela, so we should also put in our minds nga dapat dedicated pud ta nga mutudlo, dili kay abi kay kani kay okay ra ni siya, okay ra ni ma'am kay pwede ra ko mo absent ing ana. But she taught me that even there are instances nga naay an emergency nga mahitabo sa ato ang balay, dili ta makapaghawa dayon nga dali gani, because we are also so that's why as a teachers we must be dedicated on what are we going to do, so that there is a growth and development of our students. So once gani makita sa ato ang mga students that we are dedicated to teach them and to give them the proper knowledge and information, so they will be also dedicated to learn. So that is just vice versa. So the code of ethics encompasses a range of key principles that guides teacher behavior. So we have here first the purpose and the importance of code of ethics. So the purpose of code of ethics is to set an ethical and moral principles guiding teacher conduct, and its importance is it upholds professional standards and ensures quality education. So this includes the treating these students with dignity and respect. So as what I have said earlier, kung ikaw gani as a teacher, you must have the respect to your students, because if you have respect to your students, they will also reciprocate the respect that you have given to them. So evaluating learners based on the merit and academic performance. So we should always have this value nga we should praise our students once gani kanang maka-answer sila or their performance in our class or kanang ganing positive or kanang muhatag taon nila og merit, or just like kanang naatay quarterly awards kanang magkuantag honor students mga ingana. So we should give them praises and merits so that we will be maintaining a positive atmosphere in our class, and also maintaining confidentiality kay of course we have privacy in life. So kung unsay na sultihan inside the classroom will remain inside the classroom. So that is for the purpose and the importance. So, and also for this, we should always give this so we have here the core ethical principles. Treat students with dignity and respect. Evaluate learners based on merit and quality of academic performance. Maintain confidentiality of student records and information. Of course, ang dapat ragud makitaan ni ang students ug ang parents sa ilahang mga records and information. And also avoid engaging in examination malpractices. Of course, kanang dili dapat kanang imuhang tudluan dapat imuhang mga students na cheating is bad and also dili na siya maayo nga buluhaton. Avoid accepting unauthorized remuneration for tutorials. Teachers should avoid using their position or relationship with students for personal gain. Of course, because nakoy na bantayan sa una nga once gani ikaw anak ka og maestra kanang makakuan dayon nga makakuan og interest gani or kanang makakuan sa iyang position nga hala kani siya anak og maestra, so ato siyang kanang unsa na ipapasar or kanang unsay tawag anyang himuon siya og honor. So when I was an elementary, nakabantay gud ko nga if kanang nakay relation with that teacher, ilagod ng buhaton nga kuan makapasar ka or himuon kang honor student, then apoy one time nga kanang gihimo niya kanang for example siya ang mama then ang iyahang anak iyang estudyante nya katong sa una nga panahon kay napa man ay mga kwarta-kwarta nga if ma-honor ka na ay kwarta dayon kato siya nga panahon kay bisag dili kayo kanang makaingon ka nga dili naapay mas better niya nga student pero kato siya ang na-honor student because naa may madawat nga kwarta ang first, second, and third yata to then katong mas better nga student niya na second na lang kay tungod kay iyahang mga anak ang iyahang gihimo og first honor. And also when leaving a position, organize necessary records for the next teacher. So dapat gyud nga once kanang mga teachers kay dili man na sila especially in elementary dili man na sila consistent og unsa nga grade sila magpundo ang ilahang position. For example, grade 1 siya ron dayong naay time if naay bag-ong teacher staff nga moabot pwede na siya mo balhin og lain nga kuan grade level. So og mo leave na kaana nga position kanang being that grade 1 teacher, dapat ang imuhang mga records sa imuhang mga estudyante must be organized. Dili kay biyaan na to nimo kay the next teacher maglibog na siya og unsaon ni siya pag-organize kay wala man siya nakaila ato nga mga bata or wala siya ana nga time nga nahitabo na siya nga work. And also non-discrimination. So bisan pa gani unsay mahitabo, you as a teacher must not discriminate your students or your colleagues or in the community kay discrimination is ganing makapa-hurt siya og tawo. Dili sa ingon nga makapa-hurt siya, but once gani ma-discriminate mo na nga tawo or imuhang student mismo, if you will discriminate your student, mawad-an na siya og kuan o mawad-an na siya og say tawag ani dili na siya ganahan mo eskwela gani murag mawad-an na siya og gana nga mo eskwela kay tungod kay na discriminate siya nimo siya, especially if you discriminate him or her in front of the class. So mawad-an na siya og gana, so mawala tong imuha nga student kay tungod kay imuha siyang giingana pagtrato. So that's that is very important of being a teacher. So we have here some practical scenarios and how the Code of Ethics guide our response. So we have here a colleague shares confidential student records during lunch. A teacher discovers a student being bullied but fears retaliation. And a teacher receives expensive gifts from a student parent seeking preferential treatment. So a colleague shares confidential student records during lunch. So if this will happen, you should report the breach to the administration. So dili dapat mo magstoryahanay og kabahin sa mga student record kay kalagmitan man dayon sa mga teachers magtapok-tapok dayon during lunch or kanang break time, kanang recess time. So naay uban ng mga teachers nga hala kani si kuan ana kanang iyang kuan didto mga ingana kanang ganing mag-share na sila imbis nga confidential dapat ang information niya ilahang gi-share. So dapat buhaton is to report the breach to the administration para dili na siya mahitabo pag usab kay once gani the privacy of your student imong masulti, it will comes kana ganing mahitabo pa nga ang imong student makabalo nga hala gitabian ako nila ingon ana. So naay tendency or ang tendency maapektahan gyud ang bata sa nabuhat. A teacher discovers a student being bullied but fears retaliation. So report to school authority. So once gani makadiscover ka nga naay gibully, ikaw as a teacher, you should know your part nga kani dili sayop ni siya nga buhaton makita ni nakay makita nga mga student nga ni gibully siya or naapoy uban nga teacher nga mubully sa mga estudyante. So once gani makita ka nga ang teacher iyang gibully ang estudyante, imuha nang gi-report sa school authority dili kay mahadlok ka nga basin malain siya nimo ingon ana. So dapat ikaw as a teacher imong hunahunahon ang welfare sa imong estudyante. A teacher receives expensive gifts from a student parent seeking preferential treatment. Kani very kanang constant na ningam ay kana ganing consistent na ningam hitabo especially sa mga kalagmitan private school siguro akong mabantayan or kanang bisag sa public school kanang elementary o high school naay uban nga mga parents pero dili totally kanang uban nga nihatag sila kay naay kanang kabayaran dili ba kanang ilahang paghatag ang uban ang ilahang paghatag is sign of kanang thank you gani nga thank you ma'am kay imuha ako ang anak imuhang giayo og kuan tudlo ingana imong gikuan ang iyang welfare sa ako estudyante. But some of the parents kanang namang uban nga mga parents nga kuan kana ganing muhatag sila for example ug dili man gani gifts muhatag sila og kwarta nga para ang iyahang estudyante or ang iyahang anak kay makapasara ingana. But if this happen, you should politely decline and report the incident. Pero dili sa tanang panahon gani nga imuha dayong i-report ang incident kay imuha ra sigurong ginote nga nahitabo ni siya ing ana pero dili dayon ka mo dikta nga mo report dayon ka kay para pod naay confidentiality or privacy to nga panghitabo within you, the parent and the teacher. So these are the scenarios that kanang makakuan siya. So dapat gyud nga atong hunahunahon as a teacher nga likayan gyud nato nga mahitabo ni nga mga scenarios or mga sitwasyon. So it is also important ug nagani mga scenarios nga mga situation nga ing ato ang mga mahitabo. It is also important to be aware that violations of the codes of ethics can lead to serious consequences. So we have here violating the code of ethics can lead to disciplinary actions including suspension. So temporary removal of teaching privileges. So na ako'y na kuanan sa una nga dapat gyud as a teacher dili ka dapat kanang manguyab gani sa imong estudyante. So na ako'y na kuan nga balita sa una nga maestro siya tapos na siya nauyab nga estudyante. So this happened nga na nabalaan ba nga uyab sila kay sige na daw ito kuyog-kuyog ing ana. So pagkabalo ato ang teacher na suspend siya and wala na sad siya nag ganing gi kuan siya gi-eliminate ang sa tawag ana gi-kuan siya gi-suspend una first ana gi-suspend pa siya dayong after that gibalhin siya sa laing school nga para dili na sila magka in contact with the student. So temporary removal of teaching. So dapat jud na una-una to nga as a teacher we lead our students dili kay ato ang student ato anong uyabon ang ato ang student dapat ato silang tudluan unsaon ang mga pagbasa, pagsulat o kanang mga dapat nilang mahibalan within the lesson. And revocation of teaching license, permanent loss of the ability to teach. So og naa pa gani mas worse nga mga scenario nga mahitabo naa joy uban nga mawad-an or kuan gani sila og lisensya kay para dili na sila maka-teach. So adhering to these ethical standards is not just a matter of compliance, it's a commitment to our students and the integrity of the profession. Of course, dapat good huna-hunaon pa lang nato naa nato Speedy 1006 na atong huna-hunaon gud ang atong integridad as a teacher. So dapat ang mga teachers have these ethical and moral values. So now we turn our attention to the Magna Carta for public school teachers. So the purpose of this is to enhance the social and economic status of public school teachers by improving their living and working conditions. And so the Magna Carta is a landmark law that protects and promotes the rights and welfare of the teachers in the Philippines. Kay kanang dili biya tanan nga mga kuan sitwasyon makaya ra sa mga teacher nga kuan kanang kuan ko ra nila sa ilang kaugalingon ba pero ug naa gani mahitabo nga pakaulawan na ang teacher gi-post na ang teacher nga ing ana si kuan ing ana. So this act will protect and promote the right and the welfare of the teacher. Kay naa may act para sa mga bata, syempre naa po'y act Magna Carta for the public school teachers. So the importance of this is to recognize the crucial role of qualified teachers in educational advancement and national development. So this act ensures that teachers are afforded certain rights and benefits to support their vital role. So we have here the key provisions of RA 4670, the recruitment and career. Minimum educational qualifications set for the different teaching levels. Competitive examinations required for teacher applicants with public disclosures of results. And next, transfer and professional conduct. So teachers cannot be transferred without their consent unless justified by service exigencies. A code of professional. So kaning sa transfer and professional conduct, I ask my kanang kaila nga teacher. So once gani og maabot na ka og 3 years in service, for example, una nimo nga service is or imong location sa field is didto sa Bukid. So after a year or after 3 years, pwede na ka maka-apply or maka-transfer into other school. Mo na siya na adere sa RA 4670. So, if ever manggani nga, wala pa kay consent, but imuhang kuan nga, 3 years in service na ka 3 years in service, pwede na ka maka-transfer og lain school basta na ay bakante nga posisyon na ana nga school. So a code of professional conduct must be formulated to ensure teachers are informed of disciplinary charges and have the right to defend themselves. Hours work and remuneration. So teachers has a maximum of 6 hours of classroom teaching per day. So 6 hours, for example, magsugod ang klase og 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Dayong paniod to 11, 12, ay 1, 2. Pero kanang karon kay kuan naman lamang tag 45 minutes, so 45. So ang ilahag yung kuan ron is 6 hours na gyud sila ang ilahang classroom teaching. So additional compensation for hours exceeding 6 capped at 8. So naapoy uban nga ni kuan og exceeding 6 or kanang 8 munang 8 hours sa mga high school kanang uban. So co-curricular activities compensated at a minimum of 25% of regular pay. Salary scale and allowances. Structured salary scale ensuring gradual progression. Cost of living allowances and special hardship allowances provided. So, og ang mga teachers gani special ay kanang mga teachers naman gud na sila kanang sa itawag aning mga allowance gani og mo-attend na sila og mga seminars, mga trainings, na sila allowances and also kanang tagaan po na sila sa government o kanang mga supply gani kanang pampalit og chalk, pampalit og kanang mga gamit ba para sa imuhang classroom, murag 7,000 siguro na a year para pampalit og chalk nimo, mga chalk, mga bond paper, mga gamit ba sa classroom. So health measures and injury benefits. So free compulsory medical examinations for teachers. So it is provided here in the RA 4670 nga na ay free compulsory medical examination ang mga teachers. So government provided medical treatment for necessary cases. And also leave and retirement benefits. So study leave of up to 1 year after 7 years of service. So maabot na kag 7 years in service, na nakay ka nang pwede na ka maka-leave, study leave. For example, ganahan ka mag-doctoral, so pwede ka maka-leave kay ka nang mag-study ka. Or indefinite sick leave for long-term illnesses, o pwede po ka maka-leave. And also, kanang naapod ang mga teachers o kanang tawag nga maternity leave o mamabdo sila, hapit na mga anak, naa sila'y kuan nga pwede sila maka-leave. And teachers organization, right to freely establish and join organizations without interference. So, pwede sila maka-appeal og mga organization sa ilang community, or kanang mo-appeal sila, mo-join sila, or kanang magama sila og mga organizations. Next we have is the significance and rights and benefits of Magna Carta. So we have here the academic freedom. Teachers have the right to teach and express ideas without undue interference. Health and safety, free medical examinations and treatment for necessary case. Leave privileges, study leave and indefinite sick leave. Due process ensures fair treatment in disciplinary actions. Right to organize, freedom to establish and join organizations without discrimination. So, mauna siya, ako ang gisulti kanya. So, if a teacher is transferred to a remote school without consent, they have the right to appeal the decision. Kaya na muna sila gitawag nga naa sila academic freedom. So, if a teacher faces disciplinary action without being informed of the charges, they are entitled to due process. So, a school reducing a teacher's salary for criticizing administration policies infringes upon their academic freedom. So, it's a great addition to the teacher's career. Additional training for opportunity for career advancement and improving work facilities by additional funds for infrastructures. So, effective ways to enhance teacher retention is additional training opportunities for career development. So, kanang mga teachers, sige ra gud na silang naay mga seminars, mga trainings, napod na sila yung mga leadership trainings kay para ang ilahang as a teacher, sige naara gihapon tay kanang retention para ato ang kuan mga skills, mga informational knowledge mas mo kuan pa siya mo improve or naay advancement. Improving teachers' living and working conditions can be effectively implemented by allocating an additional funds for school infrastructure. So, we have now the Republic Act 7610, or the so-called Special Protection of Children Against Abuse, Exploitation, and Discrimination. So the purpose of this is to provide stronger deterrence and special protection against child abuse, exploitation, and discrimination. So mostly naanas balita karon nga kanang mga bata gani nga kanang karon ang mga teachers sa una nga panahon, ang mga teachers makakuan pas mga bata katong mag-ingana og libro, patindugon, anaon ng kamot, paktulan. So tungod kay naa na ni nga Republic Act, so dili na good na pwede buhaton sa mga teachers. So kani nga law, it is very crucial kay mo ni siya maka-safeguard sa well-being sa mga estudyante kay para dili sila ma-abuse, kanang napoy uban kanang mabantayan ako kanang mga bata karon kay nanarbaho na sila bisag minor de edad pa sila. So this is against the law of Republic Act 7610. So dapat dili gyud ni dapat maong naa ni nga Republic Act kay para ang ato ang mga estudyante safe sila sa school or kanang ug asa manggaling sila bisag sa ilaharang balay. So the importance of this is it aligns with international obligations such as the UN Convention on the Rights of the Child to safeguard children's physical, emotional, and psychological well-being. So we have here the key provisions. Nasayo prani, sorry guys. Sorry class. So nasayo prani siya. So key provisions of the RA 7610 na siya. So protection against abuse covers physical, psychological, and emotional abuse including neglect and cruelty. So tungod kay naa na ni siya nga Republic Act, so ug ang bata gani nay mahitabo nga giabuso siya, nga nakakuan sa iyang physical kanang gisumba, gibunog, na nakuan iyang utok, nadaot siya kay tungod kay giabuso siya, kana ganing matrauma na siya or kanang gipasagdan na lamang ang mga bata. So this Republic Act will cover this violence or this abuse. Child exploitation. So prohibits child labor, sexual exploitation, and involvement in illicit activities. So mostly kanang dapat ang mga bata nga nanarbaho is 18 above. So ugma ang bata gani 18 below, dili na siya pwede kay naatay RA 7610. And also kanang dili pwede ang mga bata nga sila mo'y magtrabaho. Kana ganing tungod na po'y uban nga muras kanang intawon ba kanang gamay ra pud og pangita, so kanang mangita pud og trabaho ang mga bata, but napoy uban nga tungod sa kapobrehon maabot na sila og kanang mga negative or kana ganing dili na siya positive nga mga trabahoon nga mo indulge na sila into sex trafficking, mga ingana nga mga activities. So next is child discrimination. Ensures children are not discriminated against based on race, religion, or status. Of course, kay sa ato ang classroom, lahi man ang ato ang mga estudyante. Naa siya, lahi siyang tinuuhan, lahi siyang tinubuan ug lahi ang iyahang status sa iyahang kinabuhi. So this Republic Act will ensure the safety of the child nga para dili siya ma-discriminate against sa uban nga mga bata or sa iyahang teacher. And also reporting and response. So mandates reporting of suspected abuse cases to authorities like DSWD or local law enforcement. So ug naa gali mo makita nga giabusuhan, gidiscriminate or kanang naay mga bata nga nanarbaho gani nga dapat dili gyud unta sila, pwede na siya ninyo gi-report sa DSWD. So we have the penalties and support. So for the penalties for offenders, imprisonment and fines depending on the severity of the abuse. So naay mga penalty kung buhat, for example kanang ikaw nakabuhat ka nga imo siyang gi-discriminate. So depende og unsa imuhang nabuhat niya. Naay uban nga pabayron ra pero napoy uban og grabe na kayo ng iyang pag-abuso nga nabuhat sa bata, mapriso na siya. So support for victims provides for protective custody, rehabilitation and psychological support for the victims. So katong mga bata nga nabusuhan, mga na-neglect na kanang wala na ikuan sila. So tagaan ni sila, provide ni sila sa government o kanang rehabilitation kanang, for example kanang bata wala na siya sa tarong nga pangutok tungod kay na trauma, ilhan na siyang patambalan. Then napoy uban nga katong wala na mga ginikanan, ilan na silang gihatod sa DSWD. So this involves several key steps such as developing workshops for teachers on recognizing signs of abuse, establishing a reporting system of suspected cases including child protection in the curriculum, and providing additional support staff to monitor student safety. So naay uban nga mga eskwelahan nga naay mga guard kay para ma-prevent ni nga mga panghitabo. And also naapoy kanang guidance counselor kay, for example og naa magaling mag-away, masultian sila nga dapat dili mo mag-ingon ani, kana ba ganing naay maka-advise nila nga not to do things nga maka-daot sa uban. So the roles of teachers and schools. So workshops and trainings, mo ni siya kung giingon nga teachers should receive training to recognize signs of abuse, staff support, hire additional staff to monitor student safety and provide support, reporting system, establish a system for reporting suspected cases of child abuse, and curriculum integration, include child protection in the school curriculum. So dapat kaning child protection ato guni siyang gi-emphasize sige sa tuang klase kay para malikayan nato og walay mahitabo nga mga ing-ani nga mga pang-abuso og mga discrimination. So in conclusion, the Code of Ethics is a cornerstone of professional teaching, guiding teachers to act with integrity and responsibility. So by adhering to these ethical principles, teachers not only uphold their professional obligation, but also contribute to creating a positive and supportive educational environment that benefits both students and the society. So for the Presidential Decree 1006, it plays a crucial role in professionalizing teaching in the Philippines, contributing to better educational outcomes by ensuring that teachers met the rigorous standards. Its implementation has elevated the teaching profession, emphasizing the importance of qualified educators in shaping the country's future. And the Republic Act 4670, the Act of Magna Carta for Teachers, is a vital piece of legislation that protects and promotes the rights and welfare of public school teachers. Its provisions have contributed significantly to improving teachers' working conditions and professional status, thereby enhancing the overall quality of education in the Philippines. RA 7610 plays a vital role in protecting the children from abuse and exploitation, and also discrimination, ensuring they grow up in a safe and nurturing environment. Understanding and implementing this law is essential for educators, law enforcement, and the community to uphold children's rights effectively. So that's all for today. That's all for the educational laws. We have the Presidential Decree 1006, the Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers, the RA 4670, the Magna Carta for public school teachers, and the Republic Act 7610, Special Protection for Child Abuse, Exploitation, and Discrimination. So thank you again for listening. God bless to you all and keep safe, everyone.